First off, I'm just going to say it wasn't me. It was my belief that God blessed me with this ability just to be a bad linebacker. And I really have to just say that it's truly an honor, a privilege to be here, and to be in Winnipeg is always one of my favorite places to come and play as an athlete. Throughout my career, I always wanted to just be the best possible linebacker that I can be. And that was my attitude, that was my mentality, was that I was going to go out and I was going to make a difference. And I guess I made it happen. And it's just so great to be in this presence of this elite group and these special players. And I realize how special it is because there's only 235 players that's probably been over thousands and thousands of guys. So it's just the fact that when you go out and you play this game, you have to play it with your heart. And my heart was in it. Every time I went out, I was going to be the best guy, do the best that I could do, and I left it all out in the field. I have to thank a few people, and first off, I'm going to thank Wally, because Wally was the coach that molded me into the player that I am. He taught me so much. He gave me a wealth of knowledge as far as how the game is done and the attitude that you have to play with. He was my inspiration. He was my father off the field as well as on the field. And I just love him. And just want to congratulate him too on his being the all-time winningest coach. My teammates were my inspiration too, because I played for those guys and I expected them to play at my level. And I challenged them day in and day out. And I'm just happy to say that my buddy Steve Anderson, he made it here, which is it's very special to me because it just shows me how much I was loved by my teammates. And I know not all of them like me because I used to get on their cases. But I did it because I wanted us to be successful. And I wanted us to win as many games as we could because there was so much joy in winning. Playing was fun, but when you won, it just made it that much more meaningful. What else? I have my brothers here, Alondra Johnson, and he's there he is over there. He was my role model when I was growing up in Los Angeles, California. I looked up to him because he was just so determined to be a good example for me and my younger brother. And he set the stage. You know, he never got involved with any negative stuff. He always was a top-notch kind of guy. He's a basketball player, and I was terrible at basketball, and I could never beat him. But if I put him on the football field, I'd get him. So, and I have a younger brother, his name is Ranford, and he's not able to be here, but he was a pitcher, and he played baseball, and he went to Seattle Mariners minor league. I think that's right, yeah. Is it Seattle, Tier? Yeah, Seattle Mariners. And he was a dynamite pitcher. And I have to thank my mom and my dad who weren't able to be here. But my mom was my rock, you know, because it just showed me unconditional love. And it made me a better person. She taught me how to love. And she just was so good to all of us. And I just wish she was here, but it's okay because I know she'll get a good report from my brother when he goes back to California. I got my daughters I love so much who aren't able to be here. What else? I don't want to forget nobody. Stan, you've always been a great guy to me. Stan Schwartz, you know, you were very influential in my life because you taught me some things. You taught me a few things. And the day I came in your office and you said, AJ, there's three things that you have to put in perspective, and that's your faith, your family, and football. But you told me a couple weeks ago, was it a week ago? I was in Calgary, and you said your health too, take care of your health. So that was good, because I've always did that. Even though I partied a little, but I always ate right, and I worked hard, and trained hard. And that's what made me such the intensity that I had on there. I think that I'm about to wrap this up. Where I got my intensity from was when I used to watch guys like Dick Butkus, Mike Singletary, Walter Payton, and how they played the game. They were tough. Those were some mean guys. And I said, if I'm gonna be a football player, that's how I want to play. I want to play with that kind of desire, that kind of passion. And that's why I went out there and I played the way I did. Jack, thanks for coming. It's my good friend, Jack Fulton. He's an awesome guy. He's another father figure. My buddy Mike. You know, it's just so nice to be in this club now, and I'm just so grateful, so honored. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anybody.